Yes. Why you were not there, Farhan?
Ma'am, because I had exams.
Okay. Exams. Is it over?
No, ma'am, it just started yesterday.
A maths exam. Have you given already?
Ma'am, no, ma'am, my maths exam is coming next week.
What is the syllabus for that?
Polynomials and coordinate geometry.
Okay, let's continue. So rationalization we have already discussed in the previous class. Today we will be taking few questions also, and then lagging. Wait. And we will continue with the next concept, that is how to use the law of exponent. Rationalize or rationalization. We are having 1 by root 7. We are having 1 by root 7 minus root 6. We are having 1 by root 5 plus root 2, and we are having 1 by root 7 minus 2. One by one we will be doing all the questions. So I was explaining quickly in the previous class. Just a moment now. Am I lagging a lot?
Yes, ma'am.
Just give me a second. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So rationalization quickly we have covered in the previous class, and we were discussing that rationalization is anyway we will try removing the square root sign from the denominator. For that, whatever possible we will be doing. So if we have to remove the square root sign from the denominator for the first one, okay, what we can do, we can multiply 1 square root 7 in the denominator. But we are not allowed to do just multiplication in the denominator. If we are dealing with the fraction, we are bound to do the multiplication in the numerator part as well. Okay, so it will become by just 7, and hence we are done with the rationalization. In the denominator, root 7 into root 7 became only 7. In the numerator, 1 into root 7 is just root 7. So our purpose was to remove the root sign from the denominator. Due to that, we have created one square root term in the numerator. That is completely fine. Square root term numerator में it's okay if we are having, but denominator में नहीं होना चाहिए. ओके उसको रिमूव करने के लिए जो भी पॉसिबल वे है वो हम लोग पॉसिबल मल्टीप्लीकेशन डिवीजन जो भी पॉसिबल है वो हम लोग कर सकते हैं. डेनोमिनेटर का स्क्वायर रूट रिमूव करने के लिए बदले में न्यूमरेटर में स्क्वायर रूट आ जाए, दैट्स कंप्लीटली ओके, but our main purpose is to remove the square root from the denominator, and that's what we did. If one root term is there, then one and only one is there. Just take one more root term and do the multiplication in the numerator and denominator. Denominator became root 7 into root 7. Only 7, and numerator became root 7. This is our answer. Hence, we are done with the rationalization part. What about the next one? What to do for the next one? Again, the purpose is same. The purpose is same, to remove the square. I'm lagging so much, right? right? Is it lagging a lot?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, again the purpose is same, to remove the square root sign from the denominator. Instead of that, like due to while removing, if we will be having a square root term in the numerator, that is completely okay. But we will try removing a square root from the denominator only. So what we will be having here, a minus, here if you will multiply it's not, here we need to create the formula. Here a formula is there which will help us to remove. Okay, it's lagging. Am I audible now? Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Here we can take the help of formula because this question is different from the number one question. So here it looks like a minus b structure. So what we can do, a plus b, if we will do the multiplication, then we will be able to create the formula. Okay, root 7 plus root 6, if we will do the multiplication only in the denominator, no, in the numerator as well and the denominator as well. Okay, then we will be able to make a formula and then it will help us to remove root sign from the denominator. ओके पहले वाले में जस्ट रूट 7 मल्टीप्लाई किए न्यूमरेटर और डेनोमिनेटर में, तो स्क्वायर रूट डेनोमिनेटर से रिमूव हो गया. बट यहाँ पे वो अप्रोच वर्क नहीं कर रहा है. यहाँ पे व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, टू जॉइन, सारा जॉइन और एनीवन लेफ्ट?
I joined.
Okay, Sarah, you joined. So previous day we were already discussing the concept of rationalization. We are continuing with that. First one, if you can see, Sarah, it must be clear to you. The second one, again the same. 1 by root 7 minus root 6. The purpose is same, to remove a square root sign from the denominator. While doing that, if we will be having a square root term in the numerator, that is completely okay. So numerator will be root 7 plus root 6, and then like a minus b into a plus b. Does it looks like that? Is it so?
Yes.
Yes, so we will be using the, okay, and the denominator will be only 7 minus only 6. If you are getting confused, that means this is not clear, that root 7 into root 7 is just 7. This is not clear to you. If you that root 6 into root 6 is just 6. Just 6. Okay. In numerator, we will be having root 7 plus root 6. In denominator, we will be having 7 minus 6. That is just 1. What we wanted to do over here, क्या कर रहे हैं हम लोग यहाँ पे? हम लोग ट्राई कर रहे हैं कि डेनोमिनेटर से रूट रिमूव कर दें. कुछ भी करके डेनोमिनेटर से रूट रिमूव कर दें. ओके, तो यहाँ a प्लस बी ए माइनस बी एक फॉर्मूला है जो हेल्प कर रहा है हमें रूट रिमूव करने में. a प्लस बी इंटू ए माइनस बी, ये फॉर्मूला है. This formula is helping us to remove the root sign if this type of structure we are having. So we are going to get root 7 plus root 6 by only 1. Successfully we have removed the square root sign from the denominator. Clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Now similarly, what we have to do for the number 3 question, root 5 plus root 2. What we will be doing the multiplication in the numerator and denominator, Ayan? Sarah, are you there?
Yes, I just left and joined on my iPad because my laptop was having network issues.
Okay, let me know, Sarah, what we need to do the multiplication for the third one.
I don't know.
Our purpose is to remove the root sign from the denominator, and I said in the previous class as well and today as well, if it looks like a plus b, then we will try multiplying a minus b so that we will be able to create the formula, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So does it looks like a plus b? Yeah. So what we need to do the multiplication, root 5 minus, okay, root 5 minus. Why we are doing so? We are doing so that in the denominator it will be root 5 plus root 2 into root 5 minus root 2, which is written over here. In the denominator only I am showing you. First, it will be root a square minus b, which will be root 5 square is what? Ayan, Farhan and Sarah. Root 5 square is what?
A.
5.
Just 5, no? Root 5 into root 5 is what? Both will collaborate together and will sit inside one root sign. If you are saying that it will be 25, yes, it will be 25, which is the getting it, Ayan and Farhan.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so root 5 square is only 5 and root 2 square is
Ma'am, 2.
square of root 2 is just 2. Now successfully, can you see we have removed the root sign from the denominator?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's see. Just a moment, no. Let me rejoin. Don't leave the class. I'm rejoining and I believe the lagging is over. Okay. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Now let me know. Am I audible clearly?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's continue. Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Basically, I am trying to explain. मैं बेसिकली मैं ये समझा रही हूँ कि जब भी डेनोमिनेटर में स्क्वायर रूट टर्म होता है या तो ऐसे या फिर ऐसे, जब भी डेनोमिनेटर में स्क्वायर रूट टर्म है तो रैशनलाइजेशन करेंगे, जिसका मतलब होता है डेनोमिनेटर से स्क्वायर रूट टर्म को हटाना। उसके बदले में न्यूमरेटर में स्क्वायर रूट आ जाता है, दैट्स कंप्लीटली ओके, बट डेनोमिनेटर से स्क्वायर रूट टर्म हटाना, उसके लिए जो भी पॉसिबल है वो करेंगे। या तो कोई फॉर्मूला क्रिएट कर देंगे या फिर सिंपली कोई नंबर से मल्टीप्लाई करने से हो रहा है तो वो भी करेंगे। तो ये जो एग्जांपल है 1/√2, यहाँ पे सिंपली जस्ट √2 से न्यूमरेटर में मल्टीप्लाई किए एंड देन जस्ट √2 से डेनोमिनेटर में मल्टीप्लाई किए, तो यहाँ पे क्या हो जा रहा है, डेनोमिनेटर से स्क्वायर रूट वैनिश हो जाएगा। कैसे? Ayan, are you trying to do anything? Yes, Ayan. Are you
No, ma'am,
trying?
just my screen is lagging, so I'm just adjusting it.
Here, I believe you are trying to annotate or what? Okay. So what we will do? You will see that in denominator
No,
it will come out as a √2 into √2. Okay. √2 into √2 in the denominator is just 2. So successfully we are able to remove this square sign from the denominator. While doing that, we ended up getting in the numerator square root term. That is okay. While doing the rationalization, if you are having square root in the numerator, completely fine. But denominator should not have a square root. Okay, you all are facing this issue. Your screen is lagging. Let me show you the next example, 1/√2 plus √5. Here, what to do for this question? So here we will try making the formula. It in the denominator, it looks like something plus something. That means a plus b structure is there. So we will try creating a minus b structure. Okay, so for that we have to do the multiplication of a minus b in the numerator, and then for that we have to do a minus b multiplication in the numerator and a minus b multiplication in the denominator. So in numerator it will be 1 into that. That means root 2 minus root 5, and in the denominator you will be able to see there is a formula a plus b, a minus b. That means under root 2, the first term is square minus the second term whole square. Am I making sense to all of you? What exactly we are doing over here?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Ayan, are you getting? If we are having the third question, that is 1 by root 2 minus 3, it looks like a minus b. So we will again try to create the formula a plus b in one bracket, a minus b in another bracket. That means a square minus b square. Okay. So what we will do, we will be taking root 2 minus 3. And with that, can you tell me, Ayan, Farhan and Sarah, what to multiply over here? What to multiply over here?
Root 2
Yes, ma'am.
plus 3.
Exactly, root 2 plus 3. Okay, a minus b structure is there in the denominator. A plus b structure we are trying to create. So it will be root 2 minus 3, root 2 plus 3, which will be in the denominator, it will be a square minus b square. And in the numerator, it will be 1 into root 2 plus 3, that means root 2 plus 3. Getting it? In the denominator, if you will proceed from here, you will be able to understand. In the numerator, it is okay, root 2 plus 3. But in the denominator, it will be root 2 square, that means only 2. And 3 square, that means 9. So we got a negative term in the denominator. That is completely okay. Whatever you are trying to create, just getting in the denominator, positive number, negative number, decimal number, fractional number, okay. But square root or the root we are trying to remove from the denominator. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This is called the concept rationalization. Today we will be discussing the concept of laws of exponent. Focus over here. Laws of exponent. The laws of exponent says that there are certain laws. That is the first law. The first rule of exponent is whenever a to the power m into a to the power n is there, the result will be a to the power m plus n. What is the meaning of that? If you are having 2 to the power 4 into 2 to the power 8, like the bases are same and exponents are maybe same or different, doesn't matter. And if both the term are in multiplication, the answer will be 2 to the power 4 plus 8. That means 2 to the power 12. Getting it?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, basically from where it is coming, if you are trying to understand the question, what you can understand that 2 to the power 4 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, and 2 to the power 8 means 8 times 2 multiplied together, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. And if you will count all the twos, you will realize that there are 12 times 2 repeating itself, and that's why the answer is this one. This is just the concept. You don't have to show anywhere. You don't have to do anything like this. This is just for the concept. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so whenever from now 2 terms will be in multiplication, 3 is square into again 3 is square. I said to you, if 2 terms are in multiplication, the bases are same. This is called base. This is called base. This is called base. When the bases are same, powers can be same, can be different, doesn't matter. When two terms are in multiplication, when the bases are same and there is a multiplication in between, then you have to add the powers. You have to add the powers. Powers can be same, can be different, doesn't matter at all. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is one of the rule. The next rule is, rule number 2 is, when the bases are same, okay, and powers again can be same, can be different, doesn't matter. If there is a division in between, okay, when the bases are same And powers can be same, can be different, doesn't matter. And if instead of multiplication, if we are having a division, then you have to subtract the power. That's what the rule says, that whenever two bases are there which are exactly same, you can also see this rule like this: a to the power m by a to the power n can be written as a to the power m minus n. You have to do the subtraction of the powers. If you want to give me one example, let me give. So suppose you are having 8 to the power 5 divided by 8 to the power 2. It can be written as 8 to the power 5 minus 2. That means 8 to the power 3. How it came? Let me show you. It exactly came from this concept that 8 to the power 5 divided, that means we can write by also 8 to the power 2. Now 8 to the power 5 means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 8, and 8 to the power 2 means 1, 2 times 8. If you will do the cancellation, can you see 3 8s we are getting? That means 8 cube we are getting. This is just to understand the concept. You don't have to show this calculation anywhere. Otherwise, you will end up losing marks. Okay, whoever will check the copy, they will understand that you don't know the formula. This is the formula. Whoever will check your answer sheet, they will think that you don't know the formula. You are writing it in multiplication, 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 and you are cancelling it down. Direct formula you are not able to use. That's why I am saying this is just for concept, but you have to do this part, upper one, which is not there in the circle. Getting it? Ayan, Farhan, and Sarah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Sarah.
Yes, ma'am.
This is the second rule. So third rule is, suppose you are having a to the power m and one more power is reflecting over there, then what you have to do? You have to do the multiplication of the powers. Okay, it will be a to the power m into 1. Now only you will see such question where you will be having 2 to the power, let's say 3, and then one more power will be there, 2. That will be 2 to the power 6. Let me show you the concept also. 2 to the power 3 and then power 2. इसका मतलब होता है कि 2 to the power 3 into 2 to the power 3. ये बाहर जो power 2 है उसका मतलब ये है कि जो भी अंदर है, ब्रैकेट के अंदर जो भी है वो 2 बार है मल्टीप्लाई. यहाँ तक क्लियर है?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
अब क्या करेंगे? अब 2 to the power 3 and 2 to the power 3 को अगर एक्सटेंड करेंगे ऐसे 2 into 2 into 2 एंड यहाँ पे भी 2 into 2 into 2, तो क्या हम देख पा रहे हैं कि हमारे पास 6 times 2 है? क्या हम देख पा रहे हैं?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is just the concept part. You have to use the formula anytime you are having a to the power 4 and then one more power, two powers are there, you have to do the multiplication of power. 4 2 times 8. ऐड नहीं करना है पावर्स को, सब्ट्रैक्ट नहीं करना है. यहाँ पे पावर्स को, एक्सपोनेंट्स को मल्टीप्लाई करना है. ओके, नेक्स्ट. Anything having power 0 is just 1. A to the power 0, 1. 10 to the power 0, 1. Okay. 100 to the power 0, 1. 1 crore to the power 0, 1. X to the power 0, 1. Y to the power 0, 1. Anything having power 0 is 1. That means that particular thing doesn't exist over there. Be careful, the result is not 0, the result is 1. Anything having power 0 is 1, just 1. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This is the next rule. Next rule is a to the power minus m can be written as 1 by a to the power m. जब भी हमारे पास a to the power minus m होगा, उसको हम लोग 1 by a to the power m लिख सकते हैं. क्या मतलब है इसका? Let me explain you. So suppose we are having 2 to the power minus 5. if anyway you want to make this exponent positive, what you can do, you can write it as a 1 by 2 to the power 5. Okay. Suppose you are having 3 to the power 2. And if you will switch the place of 3, ये जो 3 to the power 2 है, ये अभी कहाँ है, न्यूमरेटर या डेनोमिनेटर, ये न्यूमरेटर में. ओके. अगर इसका प्लेस हमने चेंज किया, न्यूमरेटर से डेनोमिनेटर में रखा या फिर डेनोमिनेटर से न्यूमरेटर में रखा, किसी भी टर्म को, तो उसका पावर साइन जस्ट रिवर्स करते हैं. पावर जो पहले से पॉजिटिव है तो नेगेटिव हो जाएगा, पहले से नेगेटिव है तो पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा. तो यहाँ पे जो एक्सपोनेंट है वो पॉजिटिव है. इफ वी विल राइट दिस 3 स्क्वायर इन द डेनोमिनेटर, ऑल ऑफ सडन nothing will change, only the power will reverse its sign. What happened? Let me try one. Yeah, now I am able. Wait. Wait. Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I was explaining that the power will reverse its sign. When it is sitting in the numerator, you are taking it and you are writing it all of a sudden in the denominator. Why to write it in the denominator? Maybe for doing the calculation. Okay. So suppose we are having 3 to the power 2. We can write it as a 1 by 3 to the power minus 2. Nothing will change. Nothing will change. This number, which when you are going to write it in the from numerator to denominator, or maybe from denominator to numerator, the power will reverse its sign. Nothing will change. Suppose you are having 5 by 8 square. This 8 square, if you for doing any calculation or anything, you are trying to write it in the numerator's part, so it will be 5 into 8 to the power minus 2. And by nothing, 1. When nothing, then 1. Don't take it as a 0. Okay. When we are having, let's say 3 to the power 5 by, let's say 7. If you suppose 3 to the power minus 5 is there. If you want to write this 3 to the power minus 5 in the denominator's part, yes, you are allowed. But you have to be careful that the power will reverse its sign. That's it. Any confusion?
No, ma'am.
Let's continue with the few more. Suppose we are having b to the power n. It can be written as a to the power n into b to the power n. A, b is multiplied together and the power is n. Then when you will open the bracket, it will be in multiplication, but you have to distribute this power with each and every person, each and every term. Okay, A will take its own power and B will also take its own power. This is how we are supposed to write it. This one can be written like this one and this one can be written like this one. So accordingly in the question we will do the changes. So far Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
for division also, a by b to the power n or m, whatever you are having, you can distribute the power a to the power n by b to the power n. This is how each and every term will take its exponent. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's continue with the question. If that much is clear, let's continue with the question. Number 1, 2 to the power 3, 2 by 3, it's 2 by 3, it's 2 by 3 into 2 to the power 1 by 3. The rule says whenever two terms, the bases are in multiplication, if the base is same. What is base? This is called base and this is called exponent or power. If the bases are same and both the terms are in multiplication, then we are supposed to, who will tell? Add the powers. Add it. 2 by 3 plus 1 by 3 will be 1.
3 by 3.
That is 1. Yeah. Any confusion? Answer is just 2. Any confusion to anyone?
No, ma'am.
Instead
No,
of that, if there will be division, 2 to the power 2 by 3 divided by 2 to the power 1 by 3, then what we will do?
Subtract.
We will subtract.
Exactly, 2 to the power 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3. Answer will be
1 by 3.
1 by 3. Perfect. If we are having 3 to the power 1 by 5 and one more power is there, what to do over here?
Multiply.
We have to multiply the power. It will be 1 by 5 into 4. That is 1 by 5 into 4 is fraction rule says multiply numerator with numerator, denominator with denominator. 4 means 4 by
4
2.
by
The rule of fraction says try to do crisscross cancellation. If that is not possible, multiply numerator with numerator, denominator with denominator, and we are done. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you should also know that whenever we are having a square root of, let's say, yeah, teeny tiny 2 is there, square root of, let's say, 7, it can be written as 7 to the power 1 by 2. This is square root. In the power form, in the exponent form, will be 1 by 2. If it will be cube root, in the power form, it will be 1 by 3. If it will be fourth root, in the power form, it will be 1 by 4. If it will be, let's say, fifth root, in the power form, it will be 1 by 5. If it will, I'm talking about the fifth root. 5 is not multiplied. There is a difference between this one. 5 is multiplied, that is 5 is a number. And then square root of 7 can be written as 1 by 2. And if teeny tiny 5 I will write over here, that means fifth root. That will be 1 by 5. Am I making sense to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
If nth root is there, then 8 to the power what?
1 by n.
Yeah. Okay, let's do few more questions. Fine. Now we will do simplification by using all the rule of exponent which we have discussed so far. 64 to the power 1 by 2. We have to find the value of this one by using the law of exponent. So first we will try to do the factorization of 64. What can be written for 64 if we will try to do the factorization of 64? Yes. 64 you can write it as a, if you will do the factorization like this, 2, 3 times 6, 2 times 4, 2, 1, 6, 2, 8 times 6 and 2, 4 times 8, 2, 2 times 4, like 6 times 2 you will be getting for 64. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we write 64 as a 2 to the power 6, Ayan and Farhan?
Yes, ma'am.
And then one more power is there, 1 by 2. Now we are allowed to do the multiplication of power, so it will be like this. We are also allowed to do the cancellation of power with power. Answer is 2 cube, or you can say answer is 8. Any confusion?
No, ma'am.
So
No,
always,
ma'am.
whenever any number is there, first try to do the factorization of that. How? By observing it? No. You have to do this factorization the way we have done over here, like this. Let's do few more questions. Seven to the power 1 by 2 into 8 to the power 1 by 2 can be written as, was there
One,
any
7 into 8 to the power of 1 by 2.
7 into 8 to the power 1. The rule was AB to the power 1 n, it means A to the power n into B to the power. And I have explained you, this one can be written like this and this one can be written like this. So accordingly use the formula in the question. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
8 7 times, 8 sevens are 7 8s are
54.
54.
No.
Farhan, Ayan, 7 8s are
yes, ma'am.
7 8s are 7
Yes,
into 8 is what? 7 into 8 is what? That's it.
Ma'am, 56.
56 to the power 1 by 2 is the answer. Any confusion?
No, ma'am.
Next one. Today you will be able to give the assessment of laws of exponent, application of. Now tell me what to do over here. 7 to the power 1 by 5 by 7 to the power 1 by 3 will be
7 to the power 1 by 5 minus 1 by 3.
yes, a to the power m by a to the power n, a to the power m by a to the power n. The rule is a to the power m minus n, or a to the power m divided by a to the power n. The rule is a to the power m minus n. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Do the subtraction. 1 by 5 minus 1 by 3 is what? Ayan, Farhan and Sarah. Do it. What will be there?
1 by 2.
1 by 2. LCM we need to take to make the denominator same. LCM of 5 and 3 is 5 और 3 का LCM क्या होता है? 15. ओके, यहाँ कोई भी कॉमन फैक्टर नहीं है. जब भी कोई कॉमन फैक्टर नहीं होता है, मल्टीप्लाई करके LCM निकालो तो दैट इज 5. How many times it's 15?
3.
The numerator will have
3.
perfect 3. What will be there in the other term? 5.
5.
7. 3 minus 5 is minus 2 by 15. अभी मैंने सिखाया कि जब भी नेगेटिव एक्सपोनेंट आता है उसको कैसे पॉजिटिव बनाते हैं, क्योंकि एक और रूल है मैथ्स में, कभी भी तुम्हारा आंसर नेगेटिव एक्सपोनेंट अगर नेगेटिव आ जाए तो उसको वैसे ही नहीं छोड़ते. एक और स्टेप परफॉर्म करेंगे और एक्सपोनेंट को पॉजिटिव क्रिएट करके ही आंसर, फाइनल आंसर डिक्लेयर करें. Okay, if we are not, never ever we are going to leave our answer like this with negative exponent. Not only in this chapter, in any chapter, whatever you are solving, any chapter, any question, and if you are having exponent related part, and if your exponent became negative in the answer part, then you have to make it positive. Now only I have explained you how to make the exponent positive. Can you tell me who will say? A to the power minus m can be written as 1 by a to the power m. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
1 by 7 to the power, same exponent without changing anything. Only the sign will change. So whenever you are taking the number, writing it from numerator to denominator or from denominator to numerator, you have to be careful. Exponent will reverse its sign. The sign of the exponent will change. Let's do one more question. Any confusion over here? Ayan, Farhan, Sarah?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Now the last question, 125 to the power minus 1 by 3. First we will be doing the factorization of 125. Tell me, Ayan, Farhan and Sarah, what are you getting?
IQ.
It came out as a 5 to the power minus 1, which will be
1 by 5 to the power 1.